Got it. Okay. Making it all come together. Good morning. Welcome. I am Kari Caldwell, and this is Unveiling Meditation. It is a beautiful sunny morning here in South Florida. So for all of you that are not here in South Florida, I invite you to soak in some of our sunshine and hopefully send maybe a little bit cooler than, I don't know, like it feels like 87 and humid. Hopefully you have a little bit cooler weather to send our way, but it's beautiful and the birds are noisy this morning, which means we are going to have a lot of good. I found that's good divine feminine energy, lots of shifting up. So with that being said, let's go ahead, let's rock and roll, taking a nice deep breath in, and on your exhale, just settling into your body, bringing middle fingers to thumb. And as we do, let's jump right up into that light link, allowing our mind to just take the leap, imagining the sunshine, and go ahead and track about 6 to 12 inches off the top of your head. And just notice if you can imagine that beautiful ball of golden light that's hovering there. It's as though for many of us, it's like it just fills up just as we're preparing to get ready for this meditation and come in. And if you are like many of us, having come through the last 2 weeks, massive astrological shifts. Also, we're going into even more astrological shifts, which is why we're focusing on centering today. Allow your mind to just, as though the wind has come in and blowing its way through, allow the mind to completely flush out with each breath that you're taking. Yesterday, we were practicing breathing, our lungs opening and shifting and allowing the lung of the earth to open. And so as you take your breaths today, using that imagery, each breath, drawing in that golden light from above, expanding, inhaling and exhaling, and then each breath, as you go deeper into the body, imagining the hips opening, feeling the belly open. On your next inhale, really push up against it. Take a few moments to really push up, maybe hold as you are on the inhale, and then exhale. And again, breathing in, imagining now pushing out against the hips, against your root chakra, and just feeling that energy opening. And on the exhale, as we were yesterday, imagining as you exhale, that sigh, that download, if you will, of the tension of whatever may be chattering in your mind, the to-dos, the ahas, all of the different things. For as we come into centering today, we get to feel our way into what is going to serve us the most today. Building up our rituals and our routines, making sure they're in place, our self-care, whatever it may be that you have on the docket for you today as we come into this centering space. And now sending your focus back up to that golden light, imagining it just above the top of your head and like a bucket that gets tipped over, allowing that bucket to pour down and over your mind as though you are being splashed in the perfect temperature, nice cool water, down over your shoulders, over your hips. As you breathe in and out, go ahead and lick your lips and relax your jaw. Really roll the jaw, making room in all of the cells within the head, within the skull for this golden light, as though we've just dumped one bucket out to fill the bucket of our brain up. And now allowing ourselves to fill the bucket of our heart, everywhere we were breathing into, and then the hips, and moving into the second part of our light link and imagining now that bucket of golden light that we just tipped over the top of our heads, full of golden light. Imagining it now pouring down into the earth. So we just dumped a bucket of light into the center of the earth. Maybe you envision it like you're standing on a cliff holding this huge bucket of golden light. Go ahead and just move that energy. Imagine it dropping down, down, down through the crevasses until suddenly that entire canyon beneath you, as you stand on that cliff, begins to fill up with that golden light and with the muddy waters of the earth energy sprouting forth like a spring coming up from below. So much so that as you picture yourself gazing up to the sky at the edge of this cliff, gazing down into the canyon below, you see nothing but the waters rising, and suddenly recognize that you too, as we begin our journey today, are going to be swept away. For that bucket is an infinite bucket. There is no beginning, middle, or end. It's simply your divine authority and autonomy to be able to direct the energy. Direct the energy. So as you breathe in and out, feeling your body, taking in, bumping along the ride of this cosmic river of golden light, imagining rainbows overhead, breathing in and out, allowing your mind to slow down, your body to drop in into the earth, your energy to relax, breathing in and out, and beginning to recognize that this river of golden light is like a lazy river that we would find in an amusement park or a beautiful resort. And so as you ride this river, you see the rainbows, you see the trees, maybe you see a castle in the distance. All of the different energy and symbolism that we come to each and every day, each and every meditation. Imagining, allowing yourself to continue to breathe. And there are moments as we ride this river of light. Maybe now you find yourself in a boat drifting along. Maybe you still find yourself kind of floundering along. But there are moments in this river where we are able to just float and bob our way down the river in total relaxation. And then there are other moments where we have to navigate and paddle through so as not to get high centered or stuck on a rock. And as you continue your journey around, in this moment, imagining this river as it flows from the east to the south to the west, as you make your way around, forming this beautiful island, continuing to breathe. And if you find yourself kind of stuck in one area, not fully able to imagine a full circle completing, I invite you just to shove the energy, pull the paddle out, do some breath in and out intentionally. Imagine yourself gazing at a compass, a cardinal cross with the compass, and just use that as your frame of reference. How far around the circle are you? And also breathing in and just letting yourself ride this current and this imagery, noticing the angels that may appear. If you do a lot of work with the elementals that may appear, all of the different ways in which you're guided to continue to move, to float, to drift. As you breathe in and out, completing the circle from wherever and whatever direction you started in. And as you see your starting point emerging, you notice that no longer is there that cliff which the waters rose up and through and around to carry you away, but there is now a nice, beautiful little dock as you gaze up on the shore. Over to your right, where you've formed this island around, you find yourself slowly drifting in. And beneath your feet, you feel the sands as you step onto the shore. And as you gaze down at your feet, you see nothing but the luminescence and golden light that has been this river, a river of abundance and light and love. And there's a small little path, well worn, through the grasses that meet the edge of this exquisite scenery, grasses with wildflowers. And again, this little path, and you find yourself knowing, feeling the call to follow the path up and over the bank of the river. And before you, the most beautiful scene unfolds. You can see into the heart of the island that's been formed. And all around you are flowers and trees and honeybees and a few animals, spirit animals, maybe in the distance, and the sounds of the birds above. And as you take this all in, you continue to the left and then winding around to the right, making your way to the center of this island. And from here, you can hear the river, no longer see it, but you can hear the river in the distance. And as you breathe in and out, you allow yourself to simply be, opening your heart, each breath taking you deeper in until you finally recognize that you're at the center of this beautiful island. And in the center, you notice there is something that appears like a well. Nothing more, nothing less to mark it than simply a well, old and traditional in its form. And as you approach the well, you gaze down and in, taking a moment to breathe. And in the depths of this well, you begin to recognize that it's not just a hole with water gurgling up from the below, but it's truly a portal through which the cosmos in her divine love and light enters the world, enters your domain and your dimension. As you gaze down into that well, as absurd as it may seem in third dimensional reality, you know that you aren't just meant to jump, but that you are meant to dive in. And so as you take this breath, these next couple of breaths, preparing to dive in, you breathe in again, and you feel that circle surrounding you of the golden light as you bounced and floated along on the river. You feel your heart opening as your lungs expand. And as you take that breath in, you feel the entire island breathe with you. And as you exhale, you feel the wind and the trees all around you. And as you gaze down at the grasses around you, gently blowing in the breeze, you see the butterflies flitting around, and you take another breath in and you watch the same thing happen. Your breath synchronizing, blowing the winds and the breath of this beautiful island. And one more breath, and on the exhale, you know you will take that dive into the well. And as dark and scary as it may seem, as counterintuitive as it is to your human body, your soul knows all is well. So on this next exhale, you prepare to make that leap and you dive in. Not knowing what to expect, you feel yourself plummeting down and through and around the darkness until suddenly there's such a brilliant burst of light. It's as though there's been an explosion, and no longer are you plummeting or diving, but it's as though you're being lifted, carried up, as though a geyser has blasted and captured, caught you, and is raising you up, no longer into the third dimensional space of your imagination, but simply into your soul's light and your potential. And if you were to be observing yourself, you would see this geyser of brilliant diamond-like light blasting infinitely high. And as you come into your body, imagining that, it's as though you feel wings underneath you, the energy rising, the energy becoming more electrified, your body slipping away, and your soul beginning to take flight. And here, from this moment, you feel yourself, the center, the core of who you are. You feel it filling your body. It may feel like a surge of energy or your heart quickening in its speed. It may feel like the need to move and rotate your hips or shift from side to side. But as you continue to gaze to the above and the beyond, there is nothing but you in this quantum field of light, a field of desire and hope and intention. As you breathe in and out, you feel completely free of your body, completely connected to the beyond. And you can sense the island around you, and yet you know how separate you are from it. The island almost like your body, here but not here, in the third dimension but not in the third dimension. And as your mind attunes deeper and deeper to this quantum field of energy, taking it all in, pulsing and beating at a specific frequency, you trust and you know that you are light and you are love. Noticing if there are any colors present. Does it just feel like you're in a white space with white light? Allowing the energy to pour up and through your body, taking you to the beyond. And as you feel into your body, it's as though you can feel like a rod, a pillar of light and strength. This geyser of energy in which your soul is sitting on, is connected to. I invite you now to release the singularity of your human self, to set yourself free for a moment from these cords that attach you to your body, imagining yourself taking flight, soaring, zooming, surrendering, allowing your soul to fly free. You may feel as though you're yet again jumping off a cliff in this quantum field, allowing yourself simply to glide, your soul to take you to new heights and beyond. The sensation of seemingly wind against your face, but rather it's just energy moving as you burst your way through wherever your soul is guiding you to in this moment. Freedom, connection to the beyond, infinite love, supply, and support. Freedom, allowing it to pour into your body, allowing your soul to continue to shed the layers until you feel yourself as nothing but light. As you continue to breathe in and out, just allowing yourself, wherever your mind may be taking you, to go, go, go. Again, as you breathe in and out, allowing yourself to be present, to the sensations and the feelings around you. For the truth of the matter is that as we move into this month of Leo and stepping into the spotlight, it's not about our outward expression and launching. It is truly about our own ability to allow ourselves to see our inner self, to see our inner truth, to be with ourselves in the fullness and the brilliance of who you are. Allow your human self in this moment to observe this, how brilliant you are as a human, and allow your soul self to continue to feel free as though you're soaring, bringing these sensations and feelings of freedom into the body. And allow your God, goddess self to simply be present, to guide you, to usher you into greater levels and dimensions of light and love. And as you feel your way to the greatest stretch and expanse, wherever your soul has guided you to in this moment, I invite you to slowly begin to circle around, gazing down upon that golden river that encircles the island. And like a bird soaring against the sun, beginning to make your circles down and in, slowly riding the winds of change with the sun at your back and the entire universe at your fingertips. As you drop down closer to your island, you can see yourself still standing there at that well. You can feel yourself making your way down and in, closer and closer. You can feel the magic of this island, like an energy field, or feeling the heat against the hot surface of the pavement or a pan on the stove. You can feel the energy as you glide down and in. And it is beautiful. It is brilliant. In fact, it is so bright, you almost have to shade your eyes. For this world that you have created is exquisite. It is divine. It is beautiful. And it is full of so much love. And it is this current of love that we ride all the way down and in from the well, walking down the path back to the river guiding us gently back to our bodies and our heart. As you breathe in and out, it's as though we've just blown the bubble up, see it for the fullness of what it is. And now we get to draw it back in and hold it, this potent, beautiful ball of light in the center of our hearts. Still feeling the sensations of freedom in our mind's eye, in our imagination. We slowly begin to work our way back into our bodies, bringing with us, as our consciousness drops in, the frequencies and the energies of love. Love, 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 love. Taking a breath in, exhaling, taking a breath in, feeling the earth breathing with you, exhaling, imagining her winds all around you as you come back into your home, into your center, this beautiful temple of your body. May it be a beautiful and exquisite day. Slowly making your way back in. Namaste.